up, ladies and gentlemen? We are back, and we can't stop. It's Bad Boys for Life. It's Mac and Free, but our names are not important. What's going on, Free?
What up, baby? You know what it is, man. Another Saturday, and we gonna get it in. Let's do this.
Saturdays are awesome. I don't know what to say about it. We're trying something new because we're gonna start to try to come live to your screen. You know what I mean? And you can see these faces we make at each other when everybody says the craziest mess that we can. Right now, we can see each other, and y'all probably won't see this because we are 41 and gray beards, and the beards aren't going quite gray as we'd like them to. Like me personally, I don't know how you feel, Free. Me personally, just silverback this thing on out, man, and let me live my life. But don't make me look like I've been rolling around a cheap carpet forever. Like I can't handle it.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I woke up and thought I had slept on a wool sofa or something. I thought I had a bunch of lint. Then I went in the bathroom trying to brush it out and realized, oh no, that's your hair. Man. So,
oh goodness.
As long as I don't start looking like Uncle Ben's or like I need to be on the rice box, I'm gonna try to save this little bit of black hair I got left. But being away from your barber and your upkeep, boy, it's taking a toll.
And we're gonna talk about a lot of that today, man. You know this thing
coronavirus.
That coronavirus is keeping everybody in the house, and let me share something with everybody real quick while we on the topic of grooming and how we've been managed to groom. So first and foremost, I'm gonna give two shameless plugs to Manscaped and Fresh Heritage. Stuff I thought I bought that I wouldn't need, and now that I'm locked up in the house, I'm like, you know what? I'm glad I have this because it helps. But the other day, my barbers, they don't know it, but I think it was Wednesday. My barbers earned a raise. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because I had to. My sons asked me to cut their hair, and the most I can do is an even Steven and give you the most basic shape up you could possibly imagine. So that's what I did for them, and I was so frustrated by the end of it because I didn't know what I was doing. I was like, you know what? These jokers have just earned an extra $5 per haircut. Because now I'm going to come in, they're going to be trying to give me change. Like, nope. I want you to know you've been missed. Because barbers are, I'm starting to feel like barbers are essential. Maybe they should open barbershops and just say, you know what? You can only have one person in the chair at a time. The barbers need to have on masks. And they need to sterilize the equipment after every haircut. Maybe this is something we should write congressmen about. Am I by myself now? I thought I'd be okay, but at day 25, like somebody check on me. I'm not okay.
Well, I'm gonna say this. I knew I was gonna be in trouble because. I know how rough it is when we ain't in quarantine, when I let it go boarded a couple weeks. So I knew I was going to be rough. So to solve that problem, I'm just going to shave it off. I'm going to get through Easter Sunday because I don't want to shock anybody and truly raise somebody or either send them to the grave. But I'm going to, I think I'm going to save it off and just do us all some good, man. Because I just walking around with this, man, it looks like I have a flattened Scully on or something. I don't know. I don't know what my head looks like.
Said platinum Scully. Mine looks like it's anthracite.
Yeah,
that's what mine looks like. It's two different colors, and
waves done waved goodbye. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, that's over. That's over. Now my son had, my oldest son. He had a like this real high kid and play kind of thing going on, and I ended up cutting him down to an even Steven, primarily because apparently he lost some bet at school, which I think is crazy, and he was supposed to cut his hair off anyway. So when I cut it, like, first off, I was like, nope, I'm going to keep you straight up, down on both sides. and then I accidentally gapped him in the back, and he was like, "You know what? Just go on and take it." So, so I went ahead and took that thing on off, and he's been walking around. His head looks funny now because you've only seen it in one shape for the last 3 years, and now it looks weird. But he's already grown it halfway back, so that's the difference. What you see here, mine ain't. This ain't going no further than this. This is as far as it'll grow. I can't grow hair out. So this is all you. That's all you can get.
You're old. That means you're old.
Nah, this how it was. Listen, I tried to grow a box in like the 7th grade, and you saw the pictures. We known each other that long. Like it was like this big.
Will Smith back then.
Yeah, it was. I couldn't get it. Like you and George, like y'all had the most hair. George could really get it to grow out, but me, it was like nah. The most I could do is that little slope at the front, and that was it. Like I couldn't get anything else. That and the rat tail. That's as much as I could get. And now because of this, hey,
too many people.
Bring free barbers in America, man. Free barbers in America. But
free barbers. We need you.
We definitely need you. But I tell you what, while we on that subject, man, I wish I could hear from some of the listeners so I can know some of the craziest stuff they've bought since they've been in quarantine. What's craziest stuff you done bought in quarantine so far?
I'm so broke. I don't even. I can't even tell you. Now, I can say though that what I've noticed in this time, you go to the store and everything's out, but when you go to the vitamin section, ain't nobody buying no vitamins. I'm like, people, why are we so focused on bowel movements and sanitizer? You're gonna need a little something to help your body fight off this stuff. But yeah. I can't say I've bought anything crazy. Now the wifey went and bought a nice little teapot, a kettle teapot, so she could really brew exotic teas. I guess the cheap bags wasn't getting it no more for her, so she went and got some tea. And
so she got tea bougie.
Really straining. Yeah, it's a cute little teapot though, but that's about it. Everything else we just been trying to stay basic with it, man. Don't want to get too crazy, man. I'm trying to conserve money, man. But we are now the owners of not one but two wholesale distributor cards now with BJ's and Sam's. We made sure we locked in on that and stopped trying to run to the regular grocery store. So we wholesaling it now, baby.
Yeah, hey, you should have just got Costco and called it a day because they got everything in there. But there's
Costco wasn't talking them discounts like the others were.
Oh yeah, that's true. And Costco has lines right now. Like you have to wait. Like they only let you in like maybe about 10 people at a time, and then there's a line. So if you don't get there at a certain time, it looks like a club out there. And you're like, who is
Sam? Same way.
Who's performing on the inside? That's what it looked like when you pull up the Costco. Like that, somebody has a special appearance. Is Magic Johnson in that?
Yeah, you trying to get a VIP? Like, how much for the VIP?
Like, is there bottle service in Costco? But but I'm gonna tell you the craziest thing I bought so far since quarantine. That was a set of push-up bars, and the reason that's crazy is because I ain't used them things yet. I bought them about a week ago. And I think I did one push-up on them bars and was like, yep, I need to make sure I do it with shoes on. And I ain't touched them things again since. But that's the other thing, man. People's having to stay in shape. Sean T is giving 14-day free service for his stuff. You been doing anything to stay in shape?
Man, I went out in my backyard one day. And I said, I'm going to jog around, get loose. So I jogged around, got loose. Then I said, well, let me stretch. I did about 10 laps around the backyard. And then I stretched a little bit. Then I said, man, I'm going to do these sprints from my patio to the fence and back. I said, I'm going to try to get 10 of them. After about 3, I started seeing the light. So then after I got basically to a fast walk, I said, I'm going to get to 5, and then I'm going to shut it down. So I did 5. So then I sent my youngest daughter, I said, baby, I said, Camille, baby, go get the jump rope for daddy. I'm going to take a little time, get my breath, and then I'm going to hit this jump rope, and we going to do it. I did 30 seconds on that jump rope and almost lost whatever was in my body. Camille got excited, ran to get her jump rope after I jumped at 30 and came back and saw me sitting. And she just looked at me and said, Daddy, are you sad? What's wrong? Your head is gone. I said, baby, I'm trying my best not to throw up on you right now. So please take about 3 steps back.
You know what? You just made me feel better because I have not used the push-up bars, but I did turn my backyard into a CrossFit gym. I ain't even gonna lie to you. So I did do that. So essentially what I did was I went out and I bought I had sent something back because I have this. I've been wanting a heavy rope, but to pay $80 for it, it was like I don't want to do that. So maybe psychologically I was able to get it because I had like $40 in credit for something I sent back, and it was on the Amazon account anyway. So when I saw that all I had to pay was $32 for one, I was like, "Oh, I want that now." It was still $80, but still.
This is what you do. This is what you do for a heavy rope, man.
Yeah.
You just take a regular jump rope, soak it in some water for about 10 minutes. And then come out and jump rope, man. That thing will be heavy as you need.
I'm talking about I'm talking about the 30-foot heavy.
Oh,
yeah,
they do
yeah. I bought that.
Oh, man, then soak 2 jump ropes in water for 10 minutes.
But see, all I have is the speed ropes. So, because basketball season, for those who don't know, I coach. So when training, the school gave me a whole bunch of jump ropes that I carried for preseason training, and they gave me a plyo box. It's foam, but it goes to 20, 24, and 30 inches. Now, you can't jump on the 30 inches unless you're wearing a helmet because you're going to fall, and there's nothing to catch you. So you have to wear a helmet if you want to jump up 30 inches and you weigh more than 120 pounds. But you can jump because when you turn it 30 inches, it goes up and it's more rectangular. But it's sitting vertically, like on the whole thing is a rectangle, but it sits vertically. If you do the 20 minutes, if you do the 20 or the 24 inch, then it lays out and you can jump on top of that. So I got that, I got an agility ladder, and I got the jump ropes, and I have the heavy rope. But I had to go to Lowe's and buy an anchor, drill that thing into the ground, attach the heavy rope to it, and then you can just hit it. Like once it's good. But Friday, I don't know if y'all know it, but it was cold outside. I walked out and moved the car so I can get some workout in and was like, no, I'm going back inside until later, and I never went back out there. So I need to get back on it before I catch diabetes.
But I plan to get back on it this week, man. But, I've been trying to focus on other things, like more so my spiritual well-being just to kind of get through this thing. So I have been doing some qigong at times, my meditation and prayer. So I'm trying to focus on that to kind of balance myself out. And then I'll let that matriculate. That's always a lazy person excuse. I'll let that matriculate into the